Dear ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, today we will explore a topic that seems ordinary, yet it can be a crucial warning sign from our bodies: itchy skin. You might think that itching is just a common reaction to weather changes, dry skin, or allergies, but sometimes a persistent itch hides health risks we never expected. The human body has a miraculous self-warning mechanism. When there's an internal problem, it sends out signals to alert us. One of the most common yet easily overlooked signals is the sensation of itching. Have you ever experienced an unexplainable itch on your hands, feet, or another part of your skin? If this happens frequently, don't be quick to dismiss it, as it could be a warning sign of serious conditions like diabetes, liver disease, or even cancer. Today, we will delve into specific itchy areas on the body and their hidden meanings. In particular, if you notice these signs in your own body, listen and observe so you can take timely action. Do not ignore the signals your body is trying to send you, because early detection can help us prevent and treat dangerous diseases before it's too late. First, an itch on the hands and feet can be a warning sign of diabetes and primary biliary cholangitis. Please join me in exploring this. If you have this symptom, seek timely solutions. Don't miss this crucial information, because you might unknowingly ignore a precious sign your body is trying to send. Sometimes, the smallest things carry the greatest meaning. Listen to your body carefully. Don't let your health pay the price for neglect. Itching on the hands and feet is a symptom many people experience in their daily lives. It can appear suddenly after contact with allergens, due to weather changes, dry skin, or simply from a long, tiring day of work. However, if this phenomenon is not a one-time occurrence, but persists or recurs frequently without a clear reason, you need to pay special attention. One of the most common and concerning causes could be diabetes. With diabetes, the body struggles to control blood sugar levels, leading to dry skin, especially in areas with poor blood flow, like the hands and feet. The skin loses its natural moisture, becomes sensitive, and easily irritated, causing a persistent itchy feeling. Notably, many people with diabetes find the itching worsens at night. During sleep, blood vessels are less active than during the day, hindering blood circulation, which makes the skin drier and the itch more intense. Beyond mere discomfort, this symptom can also signal a more serious issue: diabetic neuropathy. When blood sugar levels remain high for a long time, the nerves can be damaged, leading to symptoms like numbness, tingling, and a persistent itch in the hands and feet. More worryingly, in severe cases, the itchy skin can become prone to infection due to slow-healing wounds, and there's even a risk of ulcers or necrosis if not managed in time. But it's not just diabetes. An itch on the hands and feet can also be a sign of another equally dangerous disease: primary biliary cholangitis. The liver is a vital organ that helps detoxify the body, but when the liver has problems, especially in cases of primary biliary cholangitis, its detoxifying function is impaired. This causes toxins to build up in the body, leading to various health issues, including an itch on the palms of the hands and soles of the feet. This condition often occurs at night, causing discomfort, sleeplessness, and significantly affecting quality of life. If not detected and treated promptly, primary biliary cholangitis can progress to liver failure, directly endangering one's health. Therefore, if you frequently experience itching on your hands and feet, especially at night, without a clear cause like dry skin or allergies, be cautious. This could be a sign of dangerous diseases that you cannot afford to ignore. Health warning: itchy palms and soles can be a sign of liver disease. Diabetes and cholestatic liver disease are conditions that progress silently, often without clear symptoms at first. If not detected and treated in time, they can lead to serious complications with long-term effects on health and quality of life. Many people think an itchy hand or foot is a minor issue. However, sometimes it's a warning signal that the body is facing a serious problem. If you have a persistent itch without a clear cause, see a doctor for a checkup. Early detection is always crucial for treatment, helping you avoid dangerous complications later on. If you've experienced this, please share your experience to help others gain information and learn how to prevent it. Itchy palms and soles, a warning sign of liver disease. Have you ever felt a persistent gnawing itch on your palms and soles where scratching only makes it worse? Most people assume the cause is simple, like athlete's foot or a skin condition. But if the itch spreads, has no specific location, and is accompanied by symptoms like yellow skin and eyes, dark urine, fatigue, poor appetite, or bleeding gums and nosebleeds, it could very well be a sign of liver disease. Why does liver disease cause itching? The liver produces and secretes bile acid, a vital fluid that helps digest fats, regulate cholesterol, control blood sugar, and remove toxins from the body. But when the liver is in trouble, bile acid builds up in the blood instead of entering the intestines. This irritates the nerve endings under the skin, causing the body to itch. The causes of cholestasis, bile buildup, can be divided into two main groups. 1. Extrahepatic cholestasis, caused by inflammation of the bile ducts, gallstones, tumors compressing the bile duct, biliary stricture, or bile duct cysts. 2. Intrahepatic cholestasis, caused by hepatitis B, hepatitis C, alcoholic fatty liver disease, side effects of medication, bile duct abnormalities, or cholestatic cirrhosis. When cholestasis persists without treatment, the bile ducts become inflamed and damaged, leading to liver fibrosis. Cholestatic cirrhosis can cause a host of dangerous complications, such as portal hypertension, gastrointestinal bleeding, abdominal infections, kidney failure, and hepatic encephalopathy. Furthermore, cholestatic cirrhosis impairs the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, making the body prone to osteoporosis and malnutrition. Cholestatic itch, a telltale symptom of liver disease. Itching from liver disease often appears on the palms and soles and is worse at night. Patients may also experience other symptoms like persistent fatigue, dark urine, and dry eyes and mouth. Itching from hormonal changes during pregnancy. In pregnant women, especially during the last trimester, itching on the palms and soles can also occur due to hormonal changes. This affects bile secretion, causing cholestasis of pregnancy. Unlike typical liver diseases, pregnancy-related itching usually doesn't involve skin lesions or rashes and can spread to the abdomen and back. An important piece of advice. Liver disease is one of those conditions that progresses silently, often with no clear symptoms in the early stages. Therefore, if you are at high risk for liver disease and experience a persistent, unexplained itch, see a liver specialist for an early diagnosis and treatment. Always pay attention to your health. If you have ever experienced this symptom, please share it so others can be aware and take preventative measures. Second, itching in the chest area, a warning sign of inflammatory breast cancer. An itch in the chest area is a sign that many people, especially women, tend to overlook. Everyone knows that the chest area can be easily irritated or itchy due to external factors like a tight bra, temperature changes, or even dry skin. However, if this itching sensation persists and is accompanied by other unusual signs such as redness, swelling, pain, or changes in skin color, it could be a warning of a more serious illness that you cannot take lightly. One of the dangerous causes that an itch in the chest area can signal is inflammatory breast cancer. This is a rare but very aggressive form of breast cancer because it can progress and spread rapidly if not detected in time. What is inflammatory breast cancer? Unlike other types of breast cancer, inflammatory breast cancer does not form a noticeable lump. Instead, the disease affects the lymphatic vessels under the skin, causing distinct changes in the skin's appearance and an itching sensation. The skin may begin to swell, turn red, and even develop ridges or feel thickened, like an orange peel. These symptoms can sometimes appear very quickly and persist for no apparent reason. One of the earliest signs of inflammatory breast cancer is a feeling of itchiness. However, not everyone recognizes its connection to this disease. If you feel an unexplained itch in your chest area, accompanied by signs like swelling, warmth, redness, or pain, thickened or pitted skin like an orange peel, a tender, aching, or distorted breast, or swollen lymph nodes in the armpit or near the collarbone, then it is time to seriously consider your health. Why is inflammatory breast cancer so dangerous? Inflammatory breast cancer not only causes pain, but also changes the texture of the skin and breast tissue. More alarmingly, the disease often has no clear symptoms in its early stages, leading many to be complacent. But as the symptoms become more severe, the cancer can spread quickly to nearby lymph nodes, causing them to swell and making the condition even more dangerous. Therefore, if you notice any changes in your chest area, especially an itch accompanied by swelling, pain, or changes in skin color, do not hesitate to see a doctor immediately. Early detection leads to a higher chance of successful treatment. It is often said that prevention is better than cure, and this is especially true for inflammatory breast cancer. Detecting the disease early can lead to more effective treatment and improve survival rates. If you have any suspicious signs, see a doctor for a thorough examination. Tests such as an ultrasound, mammogram, or breast tissue biopsy can help your doctor accurately diagnose your condition and recommend a timely treatment plan. Listen to your body, protect your health. Our bodies have their own way of communicating with us, and sometimes the itches or small changes we ignore are actually important signals. Have you ever felt an unusual, unexplained itch on your body? It could be on your skin or even in areas we pay little attention to. Most people tend to dismiss this discomfort, seeing it as a minor, insignificant issue. But did you know that sometimes an itch can be an early warning sign of many serious illnesses? That's right. Today, we will explore an aspect that few people notice but is incredibly important for our health. The warning signs of cancer are not always the same for all women. Some may feel pain, breast swelling, or changes in nipple shape, while others may experience back or shoulder pain, or a lump in their armpit. For example, if you suddenly feel a sharp, electric-like pain shooting from your left breast to your right, that is not a good sign. This could be a warning about your breast health, possibly even related to breast cancer. The reason is that tumors come in various sizes. They can be a single lump or scattered behind the nipple or in the milk ducts. As these tumors grow, they can push against the breast tissue, causing pain, swelling, and discomfort. You need to track the frequency, timing, and location of the pain to provide information to your doctor for a timely diagnosis and treatment. Another sign that many people overlook is an itching sensation in the chest. This symptom is primarily associated with inflammatory breast cancer, but is often dismissed. People with this condition may experience constant itching, a red rash, or rough skin. This is because cancer cells grow rapidly, blocking blood and lymph vessels under the skin, causing fluid to build up, which irritates the skin and creates discomfort. Furthermore, back, shoulder, and neck pain can also be a hidden sign of breast cancer. Some women with this disease don't feel pain in their chest, but rather in their upper back or between their shoulder blades. This sign is easily mistaken for a ligament injury or arthritis of the spine. The reason is that most breast tumors develop within a breast gland, and as they grow, they can push against the chest wall, affecting the ribs and spine, causing persistent pain. Notably, breast cancer can metastasize to the bones, especially the spine or ribs, increasing the risk of developing secondary bone cancer. Another sign to watch for is a change in the shape and size of the breast. Many women do not feel a typical lump, but notice that one breast is larger, sags more, or has an unusual shape. This could be a sign of breast cancer, especially in those with dense breast tissue, which makes self-examination at home more difficult. Therefore, if you notice any changes in your chest area, especially a persistent itch, unexplained pain, swelling, or a change in shape, see a doctor immediately. Be careful with these signs. One of the common places for a tumor to appear is right under the nipple. If you feel any unusual changes, pay attention. The nipple may become flatter, inverted, or even discharge fluid, sometimes mixed with blood. Additionally, the skin on the nipple area may become rough, scaly, or inflamed. These could be early warning signs of breast cancer. Besides the chest area, you should also pay attention to your armpits. Lymph nodes can swell due to a cold or infection, but if you notice a lump or a painful swelling under your arm that persists for no reason, it could very well be a sign of breast cancer. You can check by gently stroking from your breast up into the hollow of your armpit. If you feel a hard, raised node, that could be abnormal. Also, if there is unusual pain in the armpit, or if you feel a harder, less mobile area of tissue, see a doctor quickly. Another very important sign is redness and swelling of the breast. If you feel that your breast area is warm, flushed red, or even purplish, accompanied by a feeling of pain, it could be a sign of mastitis. However, it's also possible that this is a symptom of inflammatory breast cancer. This is because tumors can press on the surrounding tissue, causing the breast to become swollen, painful, tight, and red. Furthermore, if you frequently feel an itch in your chest area, don't be complacent. Itching, known medically as pruritus, is an uncomfortable sensation that makes you want to scratch. It can happen due to dry or inflamed skin or as the body's reaction to an allergy. But more worryingly, a persistent itch can also be a warning sign of more serious health problems that few people think of. For instance, a persistent itch can be related to diabetes, liver disease, or even inflammatory breast cancer. There are many cases where a persistent itch is, in fact, the initial sign of a serious disease. Our bodies always have a way of sending warning signals through small symptoms, but due to our busy lives, many of us accidentally ignore them. Especially if the symptom doesn't cause much pain or discomfort, we tend not to pay attention. However, do not underestimate these small signs, as they are not always harmless. If your body experiences an unusual itch accompanied by other symptoms like fatigue, loss of appetite, or unexplained weight loss, it could be a sign of liver or kidney-related diseases. When these organs are no longer functioning as efficiently as before, the body will show abnormal signs that we need to be aware of. For diabetes, itching can be related to changes in blood sugar levels. Especially in women, an itch in the chest area can be a sign of inflammatory breast cancer, a rare but very dangerous form of cancer. Many people are complacent, thinking that itching is just a skin issue, but in reality, it could be an early warning signal of an underlying disease. Why do we often ignore these signs? Most people, when they experience an itch, assume it's just a mild symptom that will go away on its own. We often reassure ourselves by applying moisturizer, taking allergy medication, or self-medicating. However, ignoring even the smallest signs can lead to serious consequences, especially if the disease has progressed too far. Many people have a habit of downplaying changes in their bodies, thinking, "It's just an itch, what's the big deal?" It is precisely this mindset that leads many patients to discover their illness at a late stage, making treatment more difficult. Sometimes, just by paying attention to small changes, we can detect diseases early and treat them in time. How to prevent and recognize diseases early. Taking care of your health is not just about dealing with illness when it arises, but also about protecting yourself from potential risks. Our bodies always signal us through small, though sometimes unclear symptoms. Therefore, if an itch persists and is accompanied by other unusual signs, don't hesitate to see a doctor immediately. Don't wait until you feel pain to decide to get a checkup. Regular checkups help in the early detection of dangerous diseases like liver disease, diabetes, or inflammatory breast cancer. If detected in the early stages, the chances of successful treatment are much higher. Conversely, if the disease is allowed to progress too far, treatment will become complicated, costly, and sometimes beyond saving. Remember, every disease can be treated if we detect it in time. Therefore, no matter how small the symptom, do not be complacent. That is the best way to protect your own health and that of your loved ones. Taking care of your health is everyone's responsibility. Once again, I want to emphasize that taking care of yourself is not only a personal responsibility, but also a duty to your loved ones. Always pay attention to the small changes in your body because sometimes they are the important messages your body is trying to send you. Don't let an itch or a minor symptom become a serious problem in the future. If you find this information useful, please share it with your family and friends so they can also raise their awareness about the importance of healthcare and disease prevention. Sometimes a small message can save a life. Don't forget to subscribe to the Healthy Everyday channel to continue sharing with us the secrets to living a healthy and peaceful life. We will have many more useful videos on good habits that help prolong life and bring happiness. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos. I wish you health, peace, and may you always love and take good care of yourselves.